Monaco has a global reputation of being one of the most glamorous destinations in the world. In fact, this tiny principality on the French Riviera has more billionaires per capita than anywhere else in the world. Even James Bond has been here, replaced now by the tourists who come to have their photos taken in front of the casino every single day. But beyond the glitz, beyond the glamour, Monaco is surprisingly accessible. From high-octane adventures that won't break the bank, to homegrown food that will surprise you because it's purely Monegasque. Let me show you some of my hidden gems of Monaco. It may be hard to believe, but Monaco takes up less than 1 square mile. But within this space, a concentration of luxury hotels, restaurants, and experiences that have made it one of the most coveted destinations in the world.
Nobody realizes is how small the country is, 3 square kilometers, smaller than Central Park, yet so many possibilities. Just look where we are. We are just in front of the Prince Palace. People have no idea that being at the Hotel Hermitage, they will see the Prince Palace, they will see the harbor. There is France, and then on the other side there is Italy. So 3 countries in one when you come to Monaco.
For years, Monaco has been the playground of the rich and famous. The mild Mediterranean climate, the beautiful mountain scenery, the high-rolling Monte Carlo casino, they've all made this second smallest country in the world larger than life. To get to Monaco, you'll probably fly into the nearest airport, in Nice, in France. But that's where the fun begins, if you know where to look right at the airport. All right, you got a choice. $120 taxi ride, takes an hour, or 7 minutes to Monaco. Not bad. That's right, you can take a helicopter from the airport for not much more than the cost of a taxi. And the best part? Well, check out the views. And 7 minutes later, that's right, 7 minutes later, you're here in Monaco. How's that for beating the taxi? For me, the first logical spot to check out Monaco is the harbor and the yachts. And in Monaco, where the big boats seem more like castles, you can get up close and personal, once again, if you know where to look. There's a great way to see the big ships here in Monaco, and it's not in the brochure. You just call up the guys at the Société de Nautique de Monaco, and if you ask them real nicely, they'll let you row. And if you're really nice, they'll let you steer. You're doing great. Keep going. Peter Murray Kerr has been rowing since college. He's out here on the water nearly every day, plowing the waves with his fellow rowers.
The club here is called the Société Nautique, and it's a wonderful opportunity for people to come and row.
But for someone who's never been to Monaco, this is quite an opportunity to see some boats.
Well, yes, Monaco is one of the major centres for big yachts. It's a very manageable harbour, and as you can see on a day like today, when the wind's coming from the east, it's still quite rough.
How did I do?
I thought you did very well. You remained cool, calm and collected, even though it was difficult and compact and there was quite a strong wind blowing.
And I got to see the boats.
You got to see the boats very well, yeah. It's a very good place to watch them from the sea level.
And after an hour or two on the water, there's nothing better than a local drink. At least that's what they tell me. And in Monaco, you can have your pick. There's the Brasserie de Monaco that serves up a variety of homemade beers. And if you just ask, they might even take you around back to show you their brewing vats. Or if you want something a little more upscale, you can do a wine tasting. Right on the beach.
Cheers.
And in Monaco, it's not just about upscale food. It's a Monegasque specialty known as Barbra Jean, cooked up by the head chef at the Hotel Hermitage, Joël Girault. Barbra Jean is a puff pastry that's usually stuffed with spinach, onions, and mushrooms. And then it's deep fried. The first step is prepping the dough.
Good.
You ready? Yeah. Now we got it. Next, we lay out the dough, brush it with egg, and start stuffing. Oh, look at this. Isn't this cute? Look at you and me. Then, we punch out the pastries. Oh, now comes the fun part. This one I can do. Okay, here we go.
Very nice. Très beau.
And head on over to the deep fryer. And after about 4 minutes,
Good. Very good.
we've got our Barbra Jean. This is the one I made. Barbra Jean. You want to know something even more Monegasque than Barbra Jean? Cruising the streets in a head-turning classic car. In Monaco, if you want to get around, you want to do it in style. And you can do it. You can rent one of these dream cars. In this case, a 1956 Mercedes 190. What's the cost? About $360 a day. But in Monaco, it's not about how much it costs. You know better than that. It's about how much it's worth. And no one knows that better than Fabrice Leroy, the owner of Rent a Classic Car.
The French Riviera is basically mountains ending in the sea. So if you want to really see and enjoy the French Riviera, you will need a car. And I think that you need a classic car. It's even better. It's a real experience. And the tourism industry has changed. I think before people wanted to see things, and now they want to do things. At least you get a lot of attention and lots of thumbs up all the way. So it's as well a way to be a part of the scene, to be a part of the French Riviera story.
You know, you've heard of style over substance. How about style and substance? You know, when you drive a car like this, for one brief shining moment, you actually think you belong in Monaco. Plus, I get to turn a few heads. It's affordable and accessible. You just keep having to remind yourself it's a rental. Monaco certainly lives up to its reputation as the playground of the rich and famous. But guess what? You get to play too. And perhaps that's the biggest hidden gem of all.